What's up, you guys? Isaac with the Chance here. And this is a different video today. It's mainly because I know there were questions from Transformers fans about Transformers Rise of the Beast. And we're talking about, is this a prequel or a reboot? Now, I know there were a lot of questions from fans, including myself, asking if this is a reboot or a prequel. We're not going to get our answer just yet. So let's talk about this. Excuse me. So here's the thing. Now we know Transformers Rise of the Beast is like a few days away. It's next weekend. I'm so excited because next Friday is when we're going to get Transformers Rise of the Beast. I'm so excited for this movie. And I heard some first reactions saying it's one of the best Transformers movies in the live action franchise. And I'm going to say, and you know what I said? I said, good. I'm going to go watch it. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I'm really excited to go see Transformers Rise of the Beast. I cannot wait to see this movie. I cannot wait to see this movie in theaters. I'm so excited. So anyway, speaking of Transformers Rise of the Beast, I know there were questions if it's a reboot or a prequel. Now, I said, I don't know the answer. Now, we might get our answer at least later, probably like after the release of the movie. Probably like after the release of the movie. So I think I don't know what the answer. All I know is this movie is a sequel to Bumblebee because it takes place after Bumblebee. Because Bumblebee takes place in the 1980s, and Rise of the Beast takes place in the 1990s. And the reason for that is because it's connected to Bumblebee. It's basically connected to Bumblebee. Some people say it's connected to the Bayverse as well, and I'm like, I don't know if this is connected to the Bayverse because it got me really extremely confused. Well, not as confused, but a little bit more confused. But the thing is, all I know is this is a sequel to Bumblebee. So, and also speaking of Bumblebee, this was after or before the release of Bumblebee back in 2018. There were fans asking if Bumblebee is a prequel or a reboot, because we know Bumblebee is a spin-off movie. It's a spin-off origin story about Bumblebee before he met Sam Witwicky in the 2007 Transformers movie. Some people said it's a reboot, some people said it's a prequel, and some people say it's both. And for Bumblebee, in my opinion, I'm gonna say it's sort of both. It's sort of both, like a prequel and a reboot. Because to me, I'm going to say Bumblebee, to my opinion, is mostly like, it's both. Reboot and prequel. And they call it preboot. There you go. Batch together, like preboot, prequel and a reboot batched together into one. They call it a preboot. So I'm not sure. But for Rise of the Beast, it's basically like the same questions. Is this a prequel or a reboot? And I was like, to me, Transformers Rise of the Beast is mostly like a basic crossover. Because in my opinion, I call this a little bit like a crossover because it's a crossover between a little bit like G1, Beast Wars, and a little bit more Bayverse. So if you remember watching Transformers Kingdom on Netflix, it's season 3 of Transformers Siege and Earthrise. It's a crossover. Transformers Kingdom on Netflix is a crossover between G1 and Beast Wars. We have the Autobots meaning the Maximals, the Decepticons meaning the Predacons, and for Transformers and for this in live action, it's kind of both, but it's a little bit both but different. The thing is, I don't know who to believe. So the thing is, what I'm predicting here, that I think that Lorenzo di Bonaventura, who worked with Michael Bay with his Transformers movies in the past, Lorenzo di Bonaventura stated that this is a prequel, with Stephen Cooper Jr. saying that this is a reboot. And if this is a prequel, so let me get this straight. If this is a prequel, then this takes place way before the 2007 Transformers movie that we had before. And if this is a reboot, if this is a straight up reboot, that it's starting something fresh, it means it doesn't take place way before 2007 Transformers movie. That means if this is a reboot, they're starting something fresh and clean and giving something that the fans are gonna fall in love with and be appreciated by. So I mean, I was like, I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe. Should I believe in Lorenzo di Bonaventura or Stephen Cooper Jr.? One of them has said it's a reboot. One of them has said it's a prequel. And I'm like, I have no idea. To me, I don't think it matters. It could be both. If Transformers Rise of the Beast is both a prequel and a reboot, would I be okay with it? Yeah, I'll be okay with it. I'll be fine with it if it's a prequel or a reboot. And to me, it doesn't really matter. I don't know if it matters or not if it's a prequel or a reboot because it's connected to the live action franchise because it's connected to the franchise. With Michael Bay's Transformers movies we've seen before, even though the movies are a lot of fun and exciting, but sometimes very bad, and most of the time very bad. But with Bumblebee took place way before the Bayverse. Way before the Bayverse, even though it's live action. For Rise of the Beast, it's the same thing. It takes place in the live action. So, and also, basically the thing is about this being a prequel. About this being either a prequel or a reboot, I'm gonna say let's start with the reboot. If this is a reboot, then they're starting something fresh. They're starting something clean. It means it doesn't take place before the 2007 Transformers movie. That means they're going to start something new. They're going to start something fresh. They're going to start something that fans are going to fall in love with and be appreciated and be like, okay, we're good to go. This is not a prequel, so we're good to go. And if this is a prequel, then it's going to be connected. This is going to take place. This is connected to the Bayverse. It means it takes place farther before Michael Bay's Transformers movie. Farther before Michael Bay's first Transformers movie from 2007. So I remember watching the 2007 Transformers movie, and they explained how Bumblebee got to Earth. They didn't really explain it in the 2007 movie because Bumblebee was the only Autobot on Earth, but he wasn't the only Transformer on planet Earth. We had Frenzy, Barricade. Frenzy, Barricade. And I believe Megatron, for that matter. That was in the 2007 first Transformers movie. The Bumblebee movie explains that. It explains how Bumblebee got to Earth and how he got to Earth before the other Autobots did. But I remember in one of the post-credit scenes of Bumblebee, I remember there was a post-credit scene of Bumblebee that Optimus Prime is on Earth and he reunites with Bumblebee. And also there was some Autobot escape pods. All the Autobots come down to Earth, and I'm like, okay, I'm a little confused. Is Bumblebee a reboot or a prequel? It could be both to me. I think to me it could be both. And for Transformers Rise of the Beast, like I said, I'm really excited, but I don't know if this is a prequel or a reboot, but we'll have to get our answer. I think to me we'll have to wait to get our answer right after the release of the movie or farther after the release of this movie. So let's just wait and see by the time we get our answer. I think we have to wait a little bit longer, like those who have not seen the movie yet. We'll just have to wait for our answer next, probably in a couple of weeks by the time we get our answer. If this is a reboot or a prequel, we'll have to wait and see. But some people said it's a reboot, some people said some people said it's a reboot, some people said it's a prequel, and some people said it's both. And to me, I don't know about Rise of the Beast. I'm not sure if it's both or not. But I think I should wait until I watch the movie. I think I should wait until I watch the movie to see if it's a prequel or a reboot. I think I'm going to watch the movie first to see which is the proper answer. If it's the prequel or reboot, hopefully at the end of the movie will hopefully explain it to me. But I'm really looking forward to this movie. Are you excited? So comment down below of what do you think your answer is? Is it a prequel or a reboot? Or because we know this is a sequel to Bumblebee, and all I know is it's a sequel to Bumblebee, and it's a little bit like a crossover. I call this a sequel / crossover to Bumblebee. Well, mostly a sequel to Bumblebee and a basic crossover between G1, Bayverse, and Beast Wars. So that's all I can say for now. There's nothing much else to say. So I guess that's it for for this video. So, like I said, let's just wait for our answer. Probably like right after the movie releases in theaters. Until hopefully we'll get our answer like right after the movie. Like right after the movie's release, or maybe after we watch the movie to get our answer. So I guess that's it for now. That's all I can, and there's nothing much else to say. So be sure to like, subscribe, post notification, follow me on Instagram, comment down below, and I'll see you on my next video. And thank you for watching.